And we've just dropped a ton of new hats on the FYD Apparel website. Link is in the description. This is including my favourite, the completely blacked out with the black diamond on top. Available in 5 new colours with blacked out diamond crosses on the front. These UK manufactured trucker hats are a must this summer. Available in very limited numbers. Support the channel, FYD Apparel, link is in the description. It's running a GTB 2260 VK LR turbocharger, Hyper 272 cams, uprated valve springs, 80% injectors, 5 paddle clutch, a big S3 intercooler with an EGR delete, full 3-inch exhaust system, solid engine mounts which you can hear. It's so loud in here, it feels so race car, and switchable maps, so you can actually go from, you know, around 250, 255 all the way up to 310. Of course, we've left it at 310 today. 310 horsepower. So fast. Just shy of 500 Newton meters. It is an absolute rocket, this thing. I can't even explain. I can't even explain. It is just absolutely biblically fast. It doesn't sound fast to me. People in the comments, oh, it's not fast, 310 horsepower in a diesel. Mate, this thing's rapid. The maddest thing is, even if you short shift, the maddest thing is, right, it comes on song sort of later on in the rev, which is a bit odd for a diesel, if I'm honest. It comes up at about 2,000, 2,500 RPM, but it absolutely just juggernauts all the way round. That's 4th gear, for God's sake. What the hell? Not instant throttle response, but there's a slight come up. Wow, that is so impressive. I know it's stuff on the internet. It doesn't look like it's going fast, but oh my God, this thing is absolutely mental. And of course, it is singing the diesel song straight out the back with a huge plume of smoke. Mirror and the whole road is just black, disintegrated black. It's absolutely insane. This thing, honestly, like, I've been in some fast cars, right? Some fast diesel, petrol stuff. This is like oddly fast. It looks like it's going to be relatively quick. There's bucket seats in it. It's stripped out. There's a flop dash, dish steering wheel. It feels very race car in here, which I appreciate, and I like the feeling of feeling like that in cars. The solid engine mounts are insane as well. It's just so raw. It feels and sounds so raw in here. It just adds to the excitement. It adds to the element of sort of surprise, because you don't necessarily notice it. If it was parked up, you wouldn't really think too much of it. The second you start it up, it's like blah 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 like that. And then when you jump in it and go down the road, holy shit, it is. Even at 4th gear, it is just absolutely throwing you down the road. What an absolutely mental car. It makes quite good noises actually. It sort of doesn't chatter, but it blows off at the front and you can hear slight engine, but all you hear is that exhaust system. Comes on song so quickly, especially in pretty much any gear. It seems to really come up on its power curve so quickly, you're able to just squirt and throw sort of the accelerator where you want it. So we go around this corner, power. It's very, very impressive. Huge black ball of smoke behind me as we did that. It absolutely just chucks diesel out for fun, this thing. It's mad though, because the guy that owns this, like, he's been through some engines, he goes through gearboxes, clutches, all this sort of stuff. It's just so impressive that people are building this sort of stuff when they're younger. Powerful diesels to me weren't a huge thing. I rarely get to take out a really powerful diesel for the channel, so I'm so appreciative of this car and the owner building it and blowing it up a couple of times and just enjoying it, and absolutely just what he's built has use. He uses this. He absolutely, honestly said, the last thing he said to me is, mate, put it on the limiter, go and hurt it, because you can't hurt it any more than I have. I love that. It's built to be destroyed, this car, in a sense. That's why the body works as it is. It's not really a show car, it's nothing like that. The wider wheels is because he wants to go down the road faster. It's so purposeful, this car. The purpose is go as fast that way as possible with as much black smoke coming out the back of it as aggressively as possible. What a car. I love as well that the traction control button is labelled funk on here. I don't know why it's like that, but I love it. Right, third gear, 2,500 RPM, straight on song, mate. That is ridiculous. I am so impressed with this car. I know, oh, people might think, oh, I'm just like having you lot on and I'm pretending. Nah, mate, this is ridiculous, this thing. Oh, I'm so impressed with the black smoke coming out the back of it. It's rarely I get to jump in a car that shocks me in such a way. This is a shocking car. It shocks me with how well it drives. Honestly, it drives phenomenal. The power curve in any gear, literally any gear, I'm convinced you could throw this thing in its top gear and you'd sort of still be alright for it. Will surprise a lot of cars, this. And you know, we've done a few diesels on the channel recently, very different iterations of a diesel platform, a powerful diesel platform. This is up there though, mate, I tell ya. This is one hell of a car. I am so impressed with it. Bloody hell. That is ridiculous. What a thing. What a thing. Getting all giddy over a Mark IV Golf with a diesel engine. What a thing this is. Bloody hell. Roll on in second gear. Bloody hell. Do you know, I haven't once felt like the grip is lost at the front of this car. That's the really appealing thing to me about this build, especially in the way it's been done. Not once has it slipped, not once has it been in denial of its own power. And as the Mark IV chassis, I felt that in other variants of, you know, 1.8 turbo and various little builds that we've had on the channel. This one isn't that car though. It is just putting its power down, throwing you in the seat. This is hugely impressive, this car. Honestly, if you want to build a diesel car, the VRS, the Golf, stuff like this, mate, I tell you, it is just unreal. I'm so impressed with what they can get out of diesels these days, and this is a prime example of a lad out there that's building a cool car and he's having so much fun doing it. And shout out to anybody that's doing that, because this is exactly what cars are about. This is up there, this car. I'm well impressed. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did like it, please give it a thumb up. If you have a car you would like me to shoot for the channel, please let me know on Instagram. I'd appreciate it. And remember, support the channel, FYD Apparel, link is in the description, and I'll see you all on the next one.